Hi, I'm Kristen Collins, and welcome to the PLV Media Show. Today, we have packages on youth caffeine addiction, driver's ed, prom, track at both high schools, all of this in the PLV Media Show. Up first, we take a look into the changes that have been brought to driver's ed due to COVID-19.
Hello, this is Evan Scoggins here at Papillion La Vista High School covering the story of driver's ed and how it works with the new COVID restrictions.
The importance of driver's ed is everybody should strive to be a better driver because everybody wants to drive at some point, and you have to share the roadways with those people. So if you think about it, people that, don't take driver's ed class are still going to be able to drive at some point in their lives. And like I said, you got to share the roadway with those people. So trying to be as safe and as educated as possible is what we're trying to get accomplished.
Mr. McGill was asked about the ways driver's ed differs from the DMV and how the school teaches it.
I guess the only reason I would take it with us is, it's in school. So you're going to be in class with people from Papillion La Vista or, from the Papillion area, I guess. You get to take it at school. You sign up through, is it Miss Sellers at the Spirit Shop? Typically the classes meet at Monarch in the morning. So that'd be a great way for you to get it. And, with us, it's pretty simple, pretty harmless. And, you put your time in, do your driving, and you get out and on your way. Like I said, we stand it. So typically we do like a driver's ed instructor, and then there's two students driving. So the first person will drive, we'll switch, wipe down everything, sanitize, switch drivers. They do their drive and then sanitize again. So, it's literally just more cleaning protocols. We're masked up. It's safe, we haven't had any problems or anything like that so far.
This has been Evan Scoggins with PLV Media.
Similar to the measures that are taking place at driver's ed are the ones for this upcoming prom. Let's take a look.
I'm Taya Tanton with PLV Media, and I'm here at Foundation Field to talk about upcoming prom.
Prom is going to be held at Papillion La Vista South High School Foundation Field, and we have two dates. I believe our first date is April 17th, Saturday, and then we put in a rain-out date for May 1st, which is also Saturday. So outside guests are invited and can attend if they're asked by someone who's a junior or senior. We felt that was important to keep in place. And then we also definitely wanted our juniors there as well because traditionally prom is a junior-senior event, and so we felt it was important to have them there.
Now we head over to Papio South to see how they are achieving a safe 2021 prom.
The two dates we have planned right now are April 10th and April 24th. And when you hear two dates, you're kind of thinking, what's the reason behind that? And that is because we are planning an outdoor prom this year. That's going to be one of our safety protocols, is to have the dance outdoors. Probably the big thing that's going to be different is, normally everybody thinks of prom as the indoor dance with the big mob in the middle. With music playing, and that's not something that we can pull off safely. So prom's going to be outdoors this year. We're going to have a variety of activities on the track around the football field, and then in the football field we'll have music playing, and it's going to be a different experience, but it's going to be unique, and we're trying to make it a really fun event for our students. We are allowing online students to attend. That was a difficult decision, but since the online numbers are so low, having our online students attend the dance is something that is acceptable, and it won't increase our numbers to a point where we won't be able to manage it.
This has been Taya Tanton with PLV Media, and I hope everyone has a good time at prom.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Track season is upon us, which means both Monarchs and Titans are preparing. Here's how.
My name is Meredith Kohler with PLV Media, and I am at PLHS to look into this year's track season.
We're excited for the season. We have about 180 boys and girls out. They're working really hard. The weather's been great for us, so we're excited about who we could be by the end of the season.
We've got some good kids that have big potential, and we've got a lot of young kids that are coming out, and they're starting to perform with higher expectations than what we thought.
Our team's looking really strong. We've been practicing a lot lately, and we're looking really good.
I think you'll see us do well on the boys' side in specifically the sprints and the throws. And I think we have some veteran throwers that will do quite well. On the girls' side, I would say that we have a number of strong areas. So I would say the jumps, we have a lot of veterans in the throws, and we have some good young girls on the track that are going to do some nice things.
This year,
COVID-19 has altered some normal routines for track.
The biggest obstacle, I think, for us is how do we manage the social distancing, and how do we manage the use of our masks.
Definitely like the Class A schools all getting together and figuring out what like the meet schedule is going to look like and how we're going to get everybody together safely.
Like all spring sports last year, track missed their 2020 season.
Missing last season, the biggest thing that we're going to not know, the unknown, is what other teams have out there.
The kids that I feel most for are those kids that were sophomores or juniors last year, because they really lost out on a year of growth. It's going to have a big impact, and hopefully we'll be able to work our way through it, and I think we will.
This has been Meredith Kohler with PLV Media. We have just learned about Monarchs track season, and now we will head over to Titans to learn about theirs.
Thank you, Meredith. My name is Austin Terrell with PLV Media. I'm here at Papillion La Vista South's Foundation Field, covering the Titan track team as they prepare during a somewhat unusual track season. There were many issues concerning this year's track season with restrictions due to COVID-19 and the athletes' preparedness due to a shortened season last year. But the Titans came out strong with many high-class athletes. One of these standout athletes is Nate Butler, a fourth-year pole vaulter who's currently one of the best pole vaulters in the state.
I was really focused on trying to get a lot better during my junior season. I had some good strides to finish off with the sophomore season to really get competitive, and I really wanted to continue on with that.
Peyton Anthony, a senior long-distance runner, says the coaches are doing everything they can to keep the athletes healthy and on the track.
Coaches are doing everything they can. Obviously there's masks off and on the track. When we're meeting in the wrestling room before practice, all of us are masked up, taking care of sicknesses, just keeping us healthy, trying to get us to the season best as possible.
Anthony also said that it was on the athletes to improve last season, and the coaches gave them everything they needed to improve.
We just had to make sure to get it in ourselves, and it wasn't up to our coaches, it was up to yourself to be however good you wanted to be.
Senior sprinter and long jumper Abby Fontana spoke about having missed last season made her a better leader this year.
It was really tough knowing that now this year I'm going to have to be that leadership role, but it's been a really good season so far with the new seniors, so it was just a bittersweet moment.
I talked to Coach McLaughlin about what changes they made to adapt to this year's track season.
When we're actually doing our training, the masks come down, but as soon as we're done with the run, the masks go back up. Social distancing is difficult for us. We have 102 members of our track team this year. We're having to take extra special care in terms of the number of groups that we use. I think everyone's just trying to do the best that they can, knowing that at any time this could be taken away from us.
The Titan track team kicked off their season on March 20th with an invite at Concordia University. If you would like to keep up with the Titan track team, be sure to check athletic.net, as all results for their meetings will be posted there.
Best of luck to athletes at both schools. Next, a story on how caffeine affects students.
Hi, I'm Mikey Nagel. Students at both Monarchs and Titans consume caffeine daily, but how much caffeine is too much caffeine? In this package, I looked to find the answer.
There's negative side effects to any use of caffeine. Caffeine is a drug, it's just a legal drug. So using too much of it, if you try to quit, you get withdrawal symptoms. And so like any other drug. So you fiend for it and you get like headaches and stuff if you don't do it. It's awful.
We are drinking coffee instead of having nutrients for breakfast. So we're having empty calories of sugar and fat when we should be having calories that we need to fuel our body.
My husband was 38 and passed away from a heart attack. And it was sudden, it was unforeseen, obviously. And he had drank 2 to 3 Red Bulls throughout the day. Now, not all at once, but from the morning till the evening. And when they did the autopsy, the coroner explained that they could not put down energy drinks as the reason that he had a sudden heart attack, or it exacerbated some sort of condition we were unaware of. He was certain that it was because of the energy drinks, but they could not have there was not a legal link or a medical way to put it in the autopsy. That is when I decided that I wanted to make sure, especially my students, were aware of the risks of drinking energy drinks.
You just gotta really watch what you're having. If it has a lot of sugar, a lot of cream, a lot of whipped cream, that kind of stuff, it's not super great for you.
I really, really hope that students will find an alternative to energy drinks, because you never know what it could happen.
Well, I for one am going to be decreasing my caffeine intake.
We are not able to know everything that happens in the district and communities of Papillion and La Vista. That's why we need you to make us aware of any interesting happenings worthy for a news story. Scan the QR code on screen, click the card in the upper right, or go to the description to do so. Thank you.